This is the Aether, a heavenly oasis made of floating islands and inhabited by magical mobs. Additionally, below the surface, not only is there mystical new ores, but if you search hard enough, you may find an old dungeon home to a deadly boss. Our mind for entering this place was to not only survive, but along the way create an amazing world and eventually defeat the Slider. Starting off by figuring out how this new dimension actually worked. I mean, I guess we just punch a tree. What else shooting at me? What? That's very scary. I don't like that. Skyroot pickaxe, okay. So this is just entirely different stuff. That's interesting. Look at that. What is this? Hello. I'm sorry that this is my first fall, but can I kill you for food? And what did this guy drop? A Burakai plate, a beast pelt, and a Burakai rib cut. Is this the stuff we use to make a furnace? Holy stone. Is it? It is. Okay. So if I do this, yeah, it seems like that works. One thing I am noticing is that these tools have different abilities. The Skyroot one, which is the wood, sometimes gives us double of what we mine, like that. Same with the axe, whenever I mine a log, it gives 2. But both of the Holy Stone's ability is sheds Ambrosium. I don't know what that means. What is this? Oh, Ambrosium. I mean, obviously, this Holy Stone is the equivalent of just normal stone. Is Ambrosium the equivalent of, like, iron? No. Is it, like, coal? It is. Ooh. This is definitely new. What's this? Fossilized Zanite. Okay. Well, the question is, can this be smelted? No. How can I use it then? Hourglass restoring 1 of 1. If I combine it with fossilized Zanite and golden amber, turn into Zanite gemstone. I mean, that sounds cool, but how do I do that? Show me this resin or amber, please. Ooh. Okay, moment of truth. Is it resin or amber? Golden amber. Great. So I just gotta cut down these trees, I guess, to get that is 10 pieces of amber. Meaning that we can create the amber hourglass. What's new is old again. Then, if I put fossilized Zanite here and golden amber there, is this what we're looking for? Zanite gemstone. And can we create tools and armor? We can. That's really good. This has a Zanite sword. What does this look like? That looks pretty cool. It is really interesting. It's not just as simple as smelting it to turn it into what I need. I've got to restore it with the hourglass. That's really cool, actually. I really like that. We can also make a Zanite chest plate as well as a pickaxe. That looks really good. And we can make a helmet. Unfortunately, we are out of amber, so we're just kind of like half and half right now. But knowing it's that easy to find, I think we may as well go like finish the set. One more amber. Here's the legs. Here's the boots. There's an axe. And now the question is, can I make a bucket? No, how do I make a bucket? Apparently we can just... Yeah. That's interesting. We can just make a wooden bucket. Oh, cool is that? I wish I knew that. Now the question is, can I create a shield? I can, but I need some more Zanite. Okay, and with that, I can create a Zanite shield. Look how cool that looks. I really like that. It looks a little weird on my left, but I think that's really cool. And just like that, within about 30 minutes of playtime, I had managed to create myself a full set of Zanite armor. That, from my understanding, was the Aether's equivalent of iron. And on top of that, the tools grow stronger, which I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if it's just the longer I have it or like the lower the durability it gets, but either way, that's cool. But now having all the stuff, there's 2 things I want to do. First off, go around and collect a lot of food since I am fully out. And then once I've done that, I want to set up a little bit of a base, just somewhere to put some chests down and then do my inventory. Because genuinely, it is full. I could potentially sort out my inventory and throw some stuff out, but I'm not sure what is and isn't rare, so I think it's just smart to keep everything. But before you can even do that, firstly, we need to collect some materials, and secondly, we need to actually find a nice place to build it. Ooh, that was cool. think maybe like down here could be really cool. We can place our furnace, our amber hourglass, our chests, our bed. We can also just empty everything into this chest. I would organize it, but honestly, I don't know how to organize any of this. And with that is the base done. If I'm honest, it's not my greatest work, but when building, I thought, you know what, it's a different dimension, entirely different new block palette. Why don't I just build something different for once instead of just a little house? And honestly, this is still a house, but like, I've made it a lot less Minecraft, if you know what I mean. Normally when building a house, I have doors, I don't have anywhere open because of the like chance of creepers walking in. But as far as I know, in the Aether, there's nothing like creepers. So I've just made it very open plan. Literally every single wall has a massive open window. Also, something really cool I discovered. I had this little middle bit here, which I actually got from killing one of these guys. Just as a nice decorative block. But what I didn't realize is if I jump, I get launched up in the air. It's not really much help to me, but like, if I had an elytra or something like that would be so cool. Wait, I've just done some like looking at recipes and apparently there is something we can use for this. Using 5 cold arrow cloud and 2 sticks, we can create a cold arrow cloud glider. Now, how does this work? Look at this! I'm taking a screenshot. That is so cool. And now that I had a bit of a base, all I wanted to do now was find a better source of food. Since currently I only had blueberries, and although they were easy to farm, they weren't great. But while out searching for a new food source, I stumbled across something very odd. What is that? Just a staircase down. Like I said, I haven't done much research into this mod, but I know that there's a dungeon. Could that be what this structure is? This might be it. I've no idea. Whoa. Okay, this is definitely something. Please. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Whoa, okay. That big guy takes a lot of hits, and these guys blow up. What the hell? What the hell? My shield's gone. My shield is gone. My shield is gone. What the hell? I should not have gone in here with blueberries as food. Kill you, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. I'm dead. So, I need better food. Now, although this was unfortunate, it was entirely my fault. If I had just spent a little bit of time collecting some actual good food, my hunger, as well as my saturation, would have allowed me to outheal a lot of the damage. Now, luckily, I was able to run down into the dungeon with no armor and somehow get back all of my loot, saving me the hassle of grinding it all again. But instead of staying in the dungeon and continuing to explore, this time I was actually going to get myself some good food. I mean, I thought blueberries were like a pretty good food, but now I've seen what they're actually like when you're in a situation like that. I assume it's kind of the equivalent of like going to fight the wither with just a stack of sweet berries. Like, that's unfortunately not going to work. Well, that is unfortunate for that guy. Okay, I've got about 32 pieces in total. Unfortunately, I just couldn't find any more animals apart from these guys. And as you can see, whenever I get anywhere close to these guys, they just run. So it's just really awkward. But hopefully this is enough. I guess I've just got to play very carefully. Whoa. Hi. Who are you? Mimic died. Okay. Whoa. Okay, these guys are mimics. So we've got to make sure we break all these, because that's where those little bomb guys coming from. Ooh. Hi, you can die. Just be mind. You are a mimic. You can also die. That's mine. You. So both of you can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is there so many? I am definitely noticing the Sunlight Sword getting stronger the more I use it. I think it is the durability. Like, now I'm able to one-shot these bomb guys. Well, this looks odd. I think this is a boss room. I'll come back to this in a second. I'm gonna do the right side first. Golden arrow glider. What's the golden one do? What's the difference between that? A Moa saddle. Sounds cool. Let's block up this way. And if I am right, this is a boss. Perhaps I need to attack with a pickaxe. How I gotta use a pickaxe to kill this guy? Honestly, I'll just do it. Oh no, this is not good. These guys are here as well. Okay. I'm noticing that this guy is very predictable, his movements. The only thing throwing me off just is these little bomb guys, but as long as I'm like cautious, I should be fine. I let go of my shield to him. Oh, has he really reset? Oh, I've got to do all of that again. You know, on the right side, at least my stuff doesn't get blown up. Otherwise, I would not be playing. Okay, let's try this again. Constantly get him trapped in the loop. There we go. Whoa, this guy has collision. That's so cool. Right, nope. Do that. Whoa. Once I get into a rhythm with this guy like this, it's pretty simple. But when it gets interrupted by these guys, it's when they mess me up. Like, why is there another one? And why is my shield down? Okay, that's about half health now. Don't get put up. Oh, I don't think it. My shield is wondering, what the hell? Cool. One more hit, one more hit. Yeah, I got way too risky near the end there. What is all this? Charm of Resistance 1? That sounds cool. Neptune Helmet, Enchanted Windberry, Sentry Boots, minus 75% full damage, Sunlight Gemstone, and the Hammer of Demolition. Ability shoots explosive. That's cool. I think that was actually one of the things those like Iron Golem people were holding. So that's really cool. Well, I would love to say that was an easy fight, but it really wasn't. But I will say that was a fun fight. I actually enjoyed that. Now, although everything didn't go exactly to plan, due to me dying multiple times, I had a lot of fun fighting the slider. And on top of that, I even got some pretty good loot. Some even better than my own. But while just randomly looking at some recipes, I discovered something called an altar. An altar? That seems interesting. I wonder what it does. Would it be worth us making one? In fact, can we even make one? 3 undershell and 4 Xano, giving us the altar. What's this do? What is that? It's Ambrosium. It is Ambrosium. Okay, what can I do? Recipe. Oh, I can make something enchanted. What? Oh, okay. Wait, what I'm seeing, this looks like an enchanting table and an anvil combined. Just for a test, let's put my old shield. These 4 light up. If I put 4 Ambrosium in, it's doing something. Whoa, it's even like doing it on the block. That's really cool. Whoa. Yeah, oh my god, it fully heals it. Okay, that's really cool. Enchanted blueberry. What does an enchanted blueberry do? It like speeds up as it does it. This is so cool. Whoa, it's turning like gold. Can I just eat? I kind of see it. What? I can eat it, but it gives so much more hunger. Wait, let's get as many of those going as possible. That's amazing. That's like changing the blueberry from like half a hunger bar to, I'm pretty sure 2.5 maybe. The unfortunate part is now, though, I need to go out and get more ambrosium, since this is gonna, like, rinse all of mine. But that is honestly fine. At least I've got something to do. And on top of that, it's so easy to find. Oh my god. This is so fast. So another stack of blueberries and another stack of ambrosium. Honestly, I don't think it's as good as like cooked meats, but it's just so much easier to get since I can just like farm blueberries from around my house and just put it in the altar. Honestly, it's so good. And just by randomly scrolling through some crafting recipes, I had not only discovered the altar, but also solved my food problem. Honestly, this mod does just have so many cool things to Minecraft. Like, look at this shield. Imagine being able to have different shields other than just like one you crafted with wood and iron. And on top of that, a wooden water bucket. How cool's that? I don't know if I'm just easily impressed or I just really like this mod, but it's so cool. So the next thing I wanted to do in this mod was actually follow down a lead on an item I had got from the dungeon. Now one more thing that intrigues me is this Moa saddle. There's obviously some type of mob called a Moa that I can put this saddle on. I'm pretty sure it was actually the mob side Broke's Nest. But yeah, I have eggs. How do they work? Do they just hatch over time? I've no idea how this works. Okay, I've done a little bit of research and it's relatively straightforward. First off, if I grab all of these woven stick blocks here, then if I place some of it here, then place the Moa egg on top, it gets those little green particles around it and that means it's hatching, and apparently it takes around 10 minutes. Now, in this 10 minutes time, we do need to do a couple things. And I want to start by building our Moa a little place to live. And I think it would be nice to build it right here, just to the right of my base. You can also add the same like window structure I've got, and then the same roof. You can also add 3 gates. Nice entrance next to it. You can add a little path over it also. Oh, it's shaking. Please slow down, your house is not done. We can also add some blueberry bushes around. Okay, the shaking seems to be getting fast. Oh! Hello. Okay, now that it's grown up, we do need to do one more thing. I'm not 100% sure where to find this or what they look like, but there's some sort of plant we need to find to feed our Moa. It might be one of those. I'm not sure. No, I did not drop what we need. It might be these? I guess it is. Well, with that, we can now just feed our Moa. Okay, wants another one. Oh, what? What? Oh! I put a saddle on. I'm right. We can fly. That's so cool. Look at me. Look at this. This is so cool. Let's quickly show him his new house. How'd you like your house? As I thought, great. And now that we had ourselves a Moa, we were no longer confined to just this one island, meaning that we could explore as much of the Aether as we liked. Here we go. Oh my god. We're on a different island. Look at that. Yeah, fully new island to explore. This is so cool. Oh, you know what I do want to do actually? I want to create another water bucket. Just because on my island, I haven't seen any more water. And on this island, I've instantly spotted 2 down here. So I think it could be a good idea to get a second bucket. And then once I'm back home, I can create an infinite water source. And then maybe create like a little pond. There we go. Okay, next island. This is so cool, just being able to like glide. What is that? That's like a lake, like a river. That's so cool. First time I've seen one of those in the Aether. Most I've seen is just a little like stream going off the edge, but this is really cool. Yeah, when I get back, I'm definitely building a little pond outside of my house. The look of water in the Aether just looks so cool. Whoa, what's down here? Oh, let's land here. Whoa, watch out. Let me kill you a second. This Moa's great. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That took me way too long to react, but what just happened? And what is this? Let's grab this, because what is this? Okay, I guess I didn't have a good enough pickaxe, but my Moa's up there alone. How do I get what's it up there? Sure it's that. That's my Moa, right? Oh, is this it? Please? Moa, are you here? Yeah, here's it. What was that? Why did I just go like flying through the like floor? Okay, from now on, I'm not leaving my Moa in a cave. The only time I'm gonna get up is to mine ores. Come on, Mr. Moa. Alright, don't let that be a trap, please. Cool. Whoa, what? That looks like diamonds. What is this? And the Gravitite. Is that the diamond level? I hope not, because that's like really rare. I've only seen one. I mean, my pickaxe is about to break. I think it might be worth just going back and having a look if this is actually the equivalent of diamond. Should be this one. Oh, I see my house. Look at it in all its glory. Mr. Moa. Oh, there you go. Welcome back to your house. I assume, yep, this can be altered. Either just turn it into like Gravitite plate or Gravitite ingot. Let's see. Gravitite plate, okay. Pink is a new blue. Gravitite axe, Gravitite boost, Gravitite chest plate, yeah. This is the diamond of this dimension. Okay. Now, I promise I do really want to get this Gravitite stuff. But before I do, I can actually use this I don't know how to say it, I'm gonna be honest. To make a couple things, one of them being the forge. Upgrades, people upgrades, okay. How does this work? Let's put my sword into it. Oh, okay. This is like an anvil, I guess. Reinforcement 1, reinforcement 2, reinforcement 3, okay. To do reinforcement 1. Forge item. Oh, okay. So I used a couple of my levels and to arcane them, but now he's got reinforcement 1. That's quite interesting. I kind of like that. Now, I can also use this to create a workbench and a purifier, but from my understanding, the workbench is just a stone cutter, and the purifier turns like unwanted like armor and tools back into their like material, which right now at least I don't feel like I need. Okay, I've decided I definitely want to get that Gravitite armor and tools. I want to get the full set, but I don't want to do it just yet, since I want to very quickly spend a little bit of time building a little pond/lake in front of our house, since I think that would really tie the place together and just make it look that little bit better. We can also build a little bit of a rock here. Yeah, I like that. We can also use this stuff, which actually is bone meal, which is quite cool. And just right click around. And if I'm right, it should work in the... No, it doesn't work in the water. Okay, don't worry. I think a tree or two would also be pretty nice. And we can put all those as well. Well, and we can either just like scour a couple like blueberry bushes in. I think that could be pretty cool. And we can create a campfire and place it here. And with these logs, I can add some little like benches around. There you go, like that. And then I've just also figured out something else. With this quartz, I can combine it with some ambrosium to create glowstone. And I can make some glowstone blocks and then just place it around underneath the pond just to add a little to it. Yeah, if I'm completely honest, I really like this place, and I actually really enjoyed building it. This was quite nice. And although it really wasn't anything special, my base was complete, meaning now that I could go out searching for Gravitite and finally upgrade my gear. If I'm honest, I think our best bet is just going to be flying around the bottom of Island and just hoping we see it. Isn't the most like groundbreaking strategy, but hopefully at least it can help us find some Gravitite. Wait, somewhere here. There you go, there's one. Honestly, that didn't even take too long. This might be possible. Another one, no way. Okay, maybe this stuff isn't as hard to find as I thought. Let's just land here. Okay, well, I'm happy with 37. Which lost enough for a full set of armor, sword, axe, pickaxe, and the shield maybe, and maybe the gloves. I might be a little short of that, but I mean that's fine. Depending on I just really want the armor. Look at that. Honestly, this is a well needed upgrade. Just look at my Zanite gear. With that we have 37 Gravitite plates. I'm gonna start off with the armor. I feel like that's the obvious thing I need here. Now I've got 13 pieces left over. I'm gonna make a sword. I'm gonna also create a pickaxe. I'm gonna create a shield. Then with the last two, I'm gonna create some Gravitite gauntlets. So now let's take a full of our old armor. Oh my god. Along with the gauntlets. And just put everything new on. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, this actually looks really cool. Oh my god. Fine gravity. You have 3 pieces of Gravitite armor. So activates its set ability. Double jump. Wait. Oh, I can actually double jump. That's so cool. And there's not even a cooldown. What? That's so cool. And after using the forge to upgrade my gear a little bit more, I now had some of the strongest armor in the Aether. And I wanted to use it to rematch the slider. Now, although I did already beat the slider earlier in the challenge, it really wasn't a flawless defeat, considering that I died 3 times, all in very avoidable ways. So before I left this dimension for good, I was going to track down a new dungeon and fight the slider one last time. Ooh, that looks like a dungeon. Imagine if I just came all this way just to get like one shot. Whoa. Okay, this is far down. I cannot fall now. Here we go. This guy breaks my shield and the others blow me up. So it's just like... okay. Doing good damage right here. You just gotta keep it up. Barely alive, but I'm fine. Right. Oh, hi. Get destroyed. Oh my god, are you gonna explode? You know, like, yeah, you're gonna explode. Yeah, okay. Honestly, it's my first time playing the Aether mod, and I really enjoyed it. Genuinely amazing mod.